G'day guys, Will here. Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a super quick one for you. We're just going to show you how to install the Fanatec Club Sport Quick Release adapter onto your McLaren GT3 wheels. Okay, so this is a very straightforward installation. Let's take a quick look at what we've got in the box here. You'll see just how simple this is. You don't have to do any wiring. There's no plugs or anything like that. It's literally just undoing a few bolts, sliding one off and sliding the other on. So let's get everything out of the box here quickly first. Take a look at exactly what we get. So we've got the quick release adapter itself. Now this is constructed, I believe, of billet aluminium. It looks like it's a solid piece of aluminium that's been milled down. Might have even been diamond cut because it's a really nice finish. It looks even better than your standard sort of CNC machining. Not 100% sure on that though, so don't quote me, but the outer ring looks like it's cast. It's painted black, and then you've got your beautiful billet aluminium, and it really does look like automotive grade quality equipment. I know that that's what they kind of say in their marketing, but it really does. I mean, obviously I've handled a lot of racing car parts in the past, and this definitely looks just as good as those do. So we've got a little retention clip here which we take out, and basically we are left with the locking mechanism. So you've got a tab here that you pull, and I'll show you quickly on my V2 wheel. Basically you pull the tab, slides onto the wheelbase, so click onto here, and then you pull it again, clicks off. Very simple. So inside the little bag here we've got the Allen key, which is literally the only tool that we're going to need to install this. So your Allen key, a bunch of other little bolts and washers, as well as a retention screw. Now you can still use the retention screw to fix your wheel in position, and they suggest that if you only own the one wheel and you're never changing wheels, then it is a good idea to still install that, just to make absolutely sure that there's never going to be any movement whatsoever. But to be honest with you guys, I haven't used that for at least the last 8 months, and I've never had a problem with any of my wheels. So other than that first one, which I actually did have the retention screw in when the pin snapped. So anyway, let's get this installed. So we'll move these off to the side quickly. Allen key over here, and flip the wheel up. Now this wheel does actually sit flat on the bench like so. It sits on the thing, so you don't need to worry about having a towel underneath it or anything like that. And then literally all we need to do is just loosen off the screws with our Allen key. Now it does appear that the ones that come out are identical to the ones that come in the kit. So you could reuse the existing bolts by the looks of things. We'll obviously set them aside and just keep them as spares. But it's good to know that you do have a set of spares left over if you ever want to go back, or you want to sell part of it or something like that. You do have extra screws there. Okay, so with all 6 bolts released, the whole thing just slides off like so. It really is that simple. And you can see here, we've got the stem here, which is exposed now. So you can see here there are little metal inserts, which means we don't have to worry about screwing into plastic or anything like that. We can do the new bolts up nice and tight, make sure that they're not going to move anywhere. And then all of the wiring and everything is all exactly as it was before. We're not exposing anything there. So just be really careful. Obviously we don't have anything protecting the pins right now, so we just need to be mindful of that. Now what we want to do is make sure the wheel is facing in the correct direction. This can go on 2 different ways. We want to make sure that the keyed area is at the top of the wheel, and that the hole where the retention screw is going towards the bottom of the wheel. So if we're holding it, so that's the top of the wheel, obviously like that, the retention screw hole would go at the bottom, and we slide it over like so. We sit it down, push it into position, and then we just need to install the bolts. So washer and bolt on each one. I'm going to use the new bolts just because I can. And just make absolutely sure we don't get anything cross-threaded. I like to usually put all the bolts in place, kind of finger tighten them to begin with, just to make sure they're not going to cross-thread. Going a cross pattern just because I'm in the habit of doing it. So I could actually feel there when I tried to put this one in, it was trying to cross thread. So there is a little bit of give in there, which is a good reason to make sure you're finger tightening first so that you're not twisting anything or bending anything out of alignment. And then, okay, that's going in nice and easy now. That's what she said. Now we just tighten them all down with the Allen key. So again, I like to go in a cross pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way we're applying even tension across the entire face. not twisting anything. Exactly the same as installing a CPU block like you saw me do a couple of weeks ago. And then we just go through once more and tighten everything down completely. And that is it. So when we put it onto the wheelbase, we want to make sure we align the little tab here at the top with the keyway on the top here. Pull it in, make sure you don't put your thumb through the screen as well. It's actually a lot easier to do than you might think. So make sure you're careful with where you put your hands. Pull the tab back, slide it on, push it into position. Now it does require quite a bit of force the first few times you do it. It does become looser after that. So we push it on, slides in like so, clicks into place. And then to take it off again. Now the first time you do this, you probably will smack yourself in the chin. Don't feel bad, everybody does it. Just pull it off like that. That's basically it. So you're pulling on the tab and just pulling it away from you. You'll find that it kind of sticks at first and then it suddenly comes away and smacks you in the face. If you don't smack yourself in the face the first time, you haven't done it right. Okay guys, so that is how you install the Fanatec Quick Release adapter onto your McLaren GT3 wheel. And as you can see, it is literally a 2 or 3 minute job. Very straightforward. All the tools that are required, which is just an Allen key, is included, and there is absolutely no reason why you can't do that yourself with absolutely no concern whatsoever. So if you guys have found this video useful, please do hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well so you don't miss the next video. The next video we will be unboxing and assembling our Next Level Racing Challenger cockpit. So stick around for that. We'll be getting all of our CSL gear installed on it, getting it fired up on the PC and putting it all to the test to see whether a relatively budget build is worth your money or whether you should save for more expensive gear. So hopefully you guys are finding this little mini series interesting so far, and I will see you again soon. Bye.